Sarah Hawkins case. Um, yeah, and for those who don't know, I tend to actually upload longer episodes because it's easier for me to sit down and do big chunks of time of stuff like that. Um, so if that's not your thing, I am sorry. I just like doing longer things because sometimes things take longer than expected, or quite frankly, I just want it to be placed like that. Chapter 2, Darkwater Port. Peirce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting. On the shipping land, an address, a warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Peirce's investigation. And also the color palette in this game is really good. I like dark greens and dark blues and things like that. I think there's some purples in there as well as we see further, but it's definitely more the green vibe to it, but it's really good. The cello, though. You can't play these games without the cello. Yeah, it's weird seeing Cyanide Studio on here. They were, the only other game that I know of that they done was Blood Bowl.
We're almost there.
Kind of wailing vocals in the background makes it eerie and really awesome.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Peirce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy.
You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
I just realized there's actually a thing that I forgot to do in the office. But, I won't worry about it. Because I would have picked no for doing it anyway. Oh yeah, and then whenever you finish key events in the story or certain character choices and things like that, or dialogue choices and whatnot, you get character points. And obviously that's what you use to, sorry, increase your skills and stuff. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Darkwater Port. At the entrance to the port of Darkwater, one still passes in front of the shell of the Skyla, I think it's called. The last whaling ship to have brought back a catch. Sailors wander the docks looking for some small job for the day. A gang of bootleggers has set itself up there and is gnawing away at the territory of Captain Fitzroy, the last sailor to own a boat capable of making the round trip between the island and mainland. Here, the golden age of whale hunting is but a distant memory. But what I forgot to do is I think that's what changes is like the next thing of sanity or whatever. The second one. And also like on the Lovecraft subreddit, there have been multiple postings of like where is that? I mean I don't know. But pretty much you go to the desk next to the telephone. There's a shot glass or a glass in general with some whiskey in it, and you can go to it and select if you want to drink it or not. Most people go for yes, I'll drink it, because that's kind of the character that was presented. I was going to click no, but since I didn't drink it, I'm thinking that the choice might still happen, or it still might affect things, or since I didn't actually make the choice, it's not going to in-game affect. So I don't know. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we're going to be dealing with sailors, like the most superstitious folk on the planet, outside of like, religious fanatics and shit like that. But yeah, so either talk to Fitzroy or go to the bar and talk to Bradley. I think Bradley's over there. Yeah, so the thing about Darkwater is that Prohibition hasn't affected it. I don't remember why, but it hasn't, so you can go in and actually get a drink.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
I'm sure it would have suited a lot of people back then. So yeah, let's go to the bar here. And also I like how they actually like inhabited the space. Even though it seems like, oh, that person's just there for no reason. I can't talk to them. Oh, boo. That's, it's not a fun game. It's better to do that than have like an empty space and minimum people to talk to.
Hey, be careful.
I love when that happens. It's fun.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
So hold to test strength, or we can eloquence, which is your persuasion pretty much, and things like that. Intimidation I think is also kind of part of it. Just saying I'm sorry, or you're overdoing it. I kind of don't want to do this because I think if you don't choose the right one, he doesn't give you as much information. I think. I think I've always gone with this one. Let's try this one.
You saw it just like me. That bum deserved a lesson.
He's right there.
Yeah,
dude.
but he's a regular, and you're not.
He's a
I
hard
can
one to
see that
please.
you and I are off to a bad start. I'm here for information, not for a fight.
Yeah.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
That you do. I think because since we made trouble, he's not going to allow us to drink, I think.
Do you know
Let's
where
answer.
this
Let's
place
ask
is?
Claude first.
Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Yeah, no prohibition. What's up with that?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
See, the thing is that this one, I didn't read anything about the stranded whale, so I'm not going to pick that yet.
What can you tell me about it?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Yeah, I don't blame you, dude. I'm kind of in the mindset of this. It's like, well, if it's true, then you're not exactly speaking ill. But also at the same time, depending on the person, it could still be somewhat disrespectful.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Let's see if we can get a drink.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
God damn it.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want.
Yep.
Anything else?
So I think, like, sort of how I feel about this game is that if you want a certain way of it happening, like, for example, with that strength check and stuff like that, if you dumped all of your points into it to get to 4, you probably would be able to do this just fine. So as far as the other thing that I want to do, which will be happening here, I think, kind of soon in this chapter, I might not be able to do it. Who knows? Oh, let's ask about the stranded whale anyway, even though technically he shouldn't know about
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has
it's
been
the name
here
of the
a long
bar.
time.
Fuck, I'm an idiot.
What
Never
can I
mind.
tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater. When our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Reminds me of the movie Heart of the Sea, I think it's called, with Chris Hemsworth in it. Good movie. I remember it being pretty grim in a certain part. I'm not saying anything if... I mean, spoilers, it's like a 5-year-old movie, 6-year-old movie, but whatever.
That'll be all for now.
Yeah. What else do we know about these people? Roy Mitchell, age 55, occupation owner of the Stranded Whale Bar. Roy Mitchell runs the only bar on Darkwater. Prohibition has no hold on the Stranded Whale, and sailors come to seek some comfort in Mitchell's whiskey. Yeah, I'm not much of a whiskey fan either. Well, it depends on the whiskey. I mean, I'm barely part Irish myself, so as far as the whiskey side of it, it's not my shtick. I'm more a vodka person and rum. Anyway, the man therefore knows, more than anyone, the secrets and rumors that the inhabitants of the island exchange after a few glasses. Mitchell is devoted to the golden age of whale hunting, if the numerous trophies that decorate his establishment are anything to go by. The man will talk freely on the subject on which he is so keen, but he will be far less enthusiastic if one has to inquire about his source of liquor. Peirce's Stranded Whale, a bar where liquor is served with total impunity. It's the last thing I expected to find when I arrived on this island. The Stranded Whale is its name, and it's managed with an iron hand by the owner, a certain Mitchell. He does not tolerate troublemakers, and he fiercely protects the identity of his supplier. All the inhabitants of the area seem to go there, and I even saw what looks to be a truce between the bootleggers and the sailors. I forgot I saw this over the counter. Yeah, Captain Fitzroy, C. Hawkins, S. Winchester, and Andrews. Wait, Winchester. What character is Winchester? I don't remember.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
Yeah. Miss Baker, always free for the lady. Ah, yeah. Okay. Are those arrows? No, they're not. What are those? Just skewers of sorts?
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
Oh, asylum staff. Okay.
My God.
You said it.
So it's cool that also even if it's NPCs you can't talk to, they are talking and stuff like that. So it feels definitely more lively.
Cold. She won't.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Yeah, the Chanty. 21st of May, 1847, miraculous catch. The Scylla returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope. The crew of the Scylla, or remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board, of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales. The cetacean? I don't know. That is already being called the miraculous catch, covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched with its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, workshop, or storage activities. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special evening at the Stranded Whale to celebrate the return of our brave whalers. All the staff of the Stranded Whale invites you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or with friends to taste the miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate.
Not that again.
Cold. Miraculous catch is what the locals called the last catch of their whalers in 1847. Although whales were disappearing from the fishing zone of the Darkwater whalers, the crew of the Scylla made a gigantic and monstrous catch that saved the island from famine. They still celebrate this catch, and an article from the time still decorates the bar. It's strange how the memory seems so alive, as if it was maintained by the survivors. Extract from the notebook of Edward Peirce, private investigator. Or detective, excuse me. And then that. Okay.
I know.
You don't mind if I look, do you? What's up?
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness. until it finds a new reader.
Got that from Miskatonic, did you? I'm just kidding, I don't know.
The girl doctor. Cold.
Yeah, usually people don't self-scar themselves for nothing.
I know.
Is that your favorite passage from a book that you may have read? Don't know. Anyway.
Do you like our song?
Sure.
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
Yeah. What is this
I've
song?
never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Uh-huh.
Where's the proof?
We're
We just
the
read.
proof.
I mean, we also just
Without
read
it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
You could definitely hear the repeating of voice actors. But this dude over here, his accent reminds me of Fable 2 in particular. It's the only one I actually played. A game that was really fun. I'd have to find a copy of it somewhere and see if I can play it.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
All right.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Before I talk to her, let's see if there's anything else. I don't think there is. Harpoons. Well, they were more like spears than anything else. What the fuck? Oh, it's locked. I don't know why I lean like that. I do that. Like even when I'm playing like Dead by Daylight, which I haven't played in a long time, I still lean even though it's a third-person game. But anyway.
What you looking at, stranger?
The voice is familiar as far as the voice actress goes. I don't know.
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her.
Why is the subtitle
Let me
so much
drink,
different?
stranger.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, that's weird. How I mean, I've noticed that with a lot of games, and that's another reason why it's logical to think that this is a port, just because the dialogue is off. Anyway, talk to Bradley. I believe he's over here by the whale. Yeah, the stranded whale. Since 1772? Yeah. That droning bass. Love it. Really helps with the atmosphere. Actually, can we increase it? I usually turn down the music quite a bit. Just because it could get loud. Nowadays in particular.
Can't you go any faster? You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Peirce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Yes.
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. Don't put that beast back in the water.
It's literally one choice or another.
Crazy.
Okay.
They're cops. They can't understand. Damn stupid idiot.
Oh, stranded whale. Okay. Alright, well, it looks like we need to talk to Fitzroy. We'll sprint a bit. Usually I don't sprint in games like this in case I miss something. Howdy. Let's look around a little bit.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
Yeah, it probably is.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Alright, nothing in the shitter, of course.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Yeah. Maritime Bank. Right, because, well, I mean, money obviously was a thing, but also they used resources off the whales to also kind of barter for certain things and whatnot as far as economic circulation goes.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the
Scylla.
entrance to the harbor.
Scylla. Oh, well, that's off the coast somewheres. Second volume teaches ethics and good practice to medicine staff. Cool. Yeah, we're getting there. Alright. Why is that broken? Interesting. Alright. Saw a dot over here.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Threatening letter. Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. Cat. Aye, aye. I'm wondering why the article was considered as a cult. Well, I mean, yeah. Was there anything else up here? I was just looking down. I don't know what that says. Well, that's a sailing map, of course, of the Arctic. Or Atlantic, excuse me. What does that say? State House. On Darkwater? Well, they're obviously shells.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
This photograph, a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg. Nothing really on the back.
What a macabre souvenir.
Huh, interesting. Yeah, okay. It's a big trunk. Any books that are interesting of late? Probably not. Alright. Get to Fitzroy. Time to have a little talk.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, Come join me on the deck.
Aye, aye.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins, but that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible: 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? Nothing else, I'm presuming. Okay. Clues. Yeah, alright. Well, that was quick. Hey! Oh, we could go out this door, I forgot. Alright, it's easy to take in the atmosphere and get distracted a bit. Yeah, interesting place, of course. Obviously, there's a statue out there.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Yeah, they're unreadable.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I mean, they could help a little bit. Yeah, I thought the fishing stopped in 1847.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods
the whaling
to store,
stopped
knowing
then.
that whaling stopped in 1847.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island.
To an extent.
Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Yeah, so if I didn't get information from, like, let's say, Mitchell or anything like that, this probably wouldn't be picked up. I would assume. Or something like that. I could do this, but if you don't need to make a check, I'd say it's not necessary because you already got the information anyway.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Oh, where's the warehouse again? Talk about Darkwater. I'm not going to ask about the cat thing because that was obviously not a letter that I was supposed to look at, so I won't mention that.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Did I see his wooden leg? I'll have to see that after we're done talking to him. Well, there was the, like the paddle, but that didn't look like there was a part of a pegged leg. I don't know.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Yep.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, You're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
Oh, you don't believe in Jormungandr or like Ouroboros, I think it's called? Kind of the same idea as Jormungandr, but whenever it kills itself, it becomes stronger, or whenever it dies, it becomes stronger. Anyway, yeah, where are they putting it back in the
police
sea?
took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
And also the Kraken. I can't believe I forgot about the Kraken. Or Hydras, you know. So it's like an interesting sort of... going on a small tangent here, because that's what these games tend to do. For me, anyway, it's very easy to kind of put your real, like, your knowledge of, you know, I mean, like, modern times and stuff like that to a game that takes place back, especially in the 1920s. Early to mid 1920s in particular. Once it gets into the 30s and 40s, it sort of feels a bit more of a normal sort of idea. But back in the 20s, it's like it's an interesting prospect to think of. The fact that, like, nowadays we still don't know much about our own oceans. And me personally, and I've brought this up I think a couple times in previous playthroughs of different sorts. I have a deep fear of water. Mostly in particular of deeper waters that I can't really see myself in, or under, you know, I just can't see that far in. I have a fear of those. I think that's why I have an interest in this type of universe and whatnot. But anyway, so we know very little about our own oceans in general nowadays, much less back in the 20s. So it's kind of I don't know. It opens your mind to the potential of why these people would be like, well, that's very not normal. You know what I mean? Things like that. It's a quick kind of idea. You know what I mean? What is this miraculous catch, by the way?
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Alright. I'm not going to ask who Cat is.
I shall be on my way.
I guess.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Alright. Well, let's see if we can find this pegged leg that was mentioned. I'm pretty sure it would have been the paddle. So that's the only thing that looked potentially like a pegged leg. And he was like, oh, that's a strange thing to keep. And he's like, oh yeah, it's on display if you want to see it. But it's like, but where? Oh, that was it. That's the leg. Yeah, that's like the thigh. And then that's the... Okay, yeah. I'm an idiot. Yeah, that was it. Cool. It looked like a paddle until I actually, like, looked more over it. And it was, you know, circular. Ah, okay. Alright, let's get inside the warehouse. Let's try out this one way in particular. I have a feeling that it won't work. But let's get there. So now these people have left. I think we could have gotten more information about it, maybe, if we, you know, talked to these people before coming over here. But I don't recall, to be honest. Oi, you.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
What are they doing?
This
right
warehouse
here?
looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you.
And the thing about this guy, too, I've noticed, I just, like, realized and thought of, he looks a little... I mean, he looks dressed better than most people here on the island. I mean, I don't know why, but...
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her?
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman.
I mean,
she's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
Well, there isn't much I can do about it. There isn't a choice saying, hey, don't involve yourself at all. So I'm going to have to do it anyway, which I'm okay with. All right. And I've always wondered, besides plot reasons, why the fuck is this car here? Oh, wait. Never mind. I think I remember why. But still, why all the way up there, not down there where the cops are at? Whatever. Find hidden items. The spot hidden skill allows you to detect items in a... Oh, the fuck? Okay. Oh, I got a character point. Cool. Fuck it. I mean, I'm dumping as much as I can into strength. Inhabitants. Captain Fitzroy, age 45. He looks, I mean, a bit older than 45, but anyway. His occupation is captain. James Fitzroy is the captain of the Charybdis? I don't remember how he said it. The only boat that still sails between Darkwater and Boston. His base is the harbor master's office, from where he misses nothing that happens on the island. The inhabitants of Darkwater respect him. The bootleggers despise him. He offered to help me in my investigation. And yeah, oh. My face is covering it, but there's a question mark kind of thing that goes around letting you know that there are items that need to be found. Like, sir. It activates a mechanism, of course.
It must come from these old winches.
Yeah, see, like, as far as spot hitting goes, you could be this close to something and a green dot shows up. So, as far as needing a high skill,
device seems to be usable. It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to open. If you haven't figured that out.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Yeah. I don't remember where all the pieces are at, so I'm going to have to do a couple of run-throughs of this area.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Mount the handle, mount the device. And there's one more piece that I need. I just don't quite remember where it's at. I think the last time that I did try looking for it. Yeah, the game's a little dark, but it's meant to be that way. I'll find a way to increase it in post if certain areas get way too dark, but yeah, I'm still a bit new to editing in general, even though I've been doing this for about 2 years. So I just haven't put time into practicing it really. Am I looking like too much? And then we leave an area that icon goes. Yeah. Where is it again? Yeah, I have a feeling that unless I have a 4, I don't think it's going to happen. Is like there's also the percentage. So some things might be relevant to the percentage as well, like 65, 50, 25, all that stuff, but I have no idea. Come on, where are you? Oh, that was dark. Maybe this is why spot hidden is... Yeah. I mean, it's important, of course, obviously, because you're a detective, but I'm just trying to remember where I found it before. Hello. Oh, hello. Ah, right.
It
Got
should
it.
be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
What's the light? Another reason why I think this is a port is because it says gamepad first before keyboard. Anyway, light is middle mouse button. Okay, fair enough. I thought it would have been F or, you know, L or T even for torch, but who knows. All right, and then there's a check mark next to the question mark thingy when you found all the pieces. Turn the handle. Oh.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle.
Probably gonna break. Yep.
Damn, I broke it.
Yeah, you need a 4 for that. Okay. Well, shit. Anyway, all right. Hello?
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive,
There we go.
you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
I had no idea why I did it. I mean, it's quite obvious why I'm around here. Let me through. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I had no
Your
idea.
turf?
Yeah.
That's news to me.
For a guy who has no idea, you've been doing a fair bit of poking around.
I mean,
My men saw you staking out the Hawkins warehouse.
that's a
Is
poor
that
assumption to
against
make.
the law?
I'm no idiot, detective. I'll tell you how things work around here.
Mm-hmm.
I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Vengeance. You know what? I'm not going to attack.
You don't have to do this.
Of course I do. And I'll even take pleasure in doing it.
Right. I forgot that happened. Ah, well.
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
You don't say. You just need me in the balls, of course.
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm going to have to deal with her.
Yeah. I mean, there are other ways to get it. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, they pretty much, like, kicked in and just dumped you out here. Where it's like, well, okay. I mean, there are other ways to get in that you can figure out. When does this whole thing stop? I don't remember. Well, we're on the other side of the thing, so I guess we'll explore a bit. I miss fishing. It's been a long time since I've gone fishing. I've never caught anything in my life, but, you know, still. Yeah, let's go look at this. Oh, yeah, I forgot. There's a... Oh, yeah, lockpicking is part of the investigation, I believe. Or I think, anyway. Ow. I've had a really rough week of sleeping last week, so I'm very sore. So if I'm stretching a bit more than I kind of normally do, then that's how it is. That's how it goes. Well, we could give it a try.
There.
I had never been able to do that before. Middle mouse. Yeah, not right click. Middle mouse. Sometimes I try to do the thing where I use my middle finger for the middle mouse button and then the other stuff for the other things, but it just doesn't work. It feels awkward. Hello. Scribbled note. Cat knows about the thefts from her stock of liquor. She'll soon find out who it is, and I wouldn't like to be in his shoes. Knows about the theft from the stock. Leave a bottle behind your hut at the end of your shift if you don't want her to know who to look for as well. Your conscience will be more at ease for this week.
Somebody's stealing from the bootlegger's stock of liquor.
Oh, shit.
Hello, old friend.
Darkness, my old friend. Interesting. Yeah, I've never done that before. That's cool. Maybe I was, or maybe I was like able to do it before. It's just I didn't want to because of, you know, getting caught and stuff. So, do I put it behind the hut then? Which is weird because obviously these are the huts, but it's like why? Oh, you put it in the back of the hut, as in like the backpack, not behind the hut. Anyway, mysterious woman, age 24, occupation gang boss. Isn't she a bit young for a gang boss? I mean, I don't know. Boss of a gang of bootleggers, which seems to use Darkwater as a hideout. Cat always keeps an eye on her territory, the zone of abandoned warehouses on the docks. I have the impression that all the men on Darkwater fear her. Even Mitchell, the owner of the stranded whale, is reluctant to talk about her. She uses Darkwater as the point of departure for her cargoes of whiskey, and she is slowly gnawing away at Captain Fitzroy's territory. This bottle is a part of a batch stolen from Cat, the boss of the bootleggers, an excellent way to lean on the guy who guards the entrance to the warehouse. Is that right? Is that me, like, threatening, like, blackmailing him? Or be like, hey, take this to your boss, somebody's trying to steal from you? I don't know. So that was what I went into. Any other things? Nope. Hello, Mr. Statue. Invisible walls. Not that I would want to go in that water anyway. Fuck that. Ew, it looks gross anyway. I wouldn't want to take a single bit of dipping into that.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Oh, I never actually noticed that. There's actually writing on it. I thought it was just his face because, you know, that's the main thing that got defaced. Either that or just poor graphics. I think it's because I think it got defaced, but oh yeah. It's probably relaying if my Cthulhu lore is correct. I'm just kidding. It's not that great, but let's look here. Saint Brendan. Does the patron saint of whales and whalers still protect the sailors of Darkwater? Visibly, there were other gods before Saint Brendan, and their worshippers do not seem to be of this opinion. The locals still worship the old saint, but a mark was made on the statue by another cult. Extract from the notebook of Edward Peirce, private detective. Of course. Alright, cool. Oh yeah, that doesn't show up. Yeah, I turned off the whole Steam Friends thingy showing up on recordings because, yeah. Honestly, me as a viewer, whenever I see people have that in their recording and stuff like that, it actually distracts me, so I decided to turn it off because, you know, who knows? What you? Can I ask you questions? Huh, you look like the guy in front of the gate, except with a goatee and mutton chops rather than that kind of thing. Do I want to talk to these drunkards? Am I in the mood for drunken sailors?
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh? We saw what you did to St. Brendan. Yeah,
I
we'll
didn't do it. What
teach
the fuck
you
are you
to come
talking
onto
about?
our island and ridicule our protectors.
I'd never have done such thing. Just arrived here, you fools. Yeah. Totally insult their intelligence. Oh, I mean, they were pretty drunk, so you could.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think. There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them.
There's
doubt
one
that.
of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
It's like, so what brings you to Darkwater? Oh, I just won't answer that, by the way. A little disrespectful, I would think.
That statue represents your local saint.
Indeed.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Well, they defaced him and also, you know, vandalized it, so... You know. Is this where you live?
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
I mean... Okay.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Who are these guys that are keeping
The
guard?
two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Who's this cat?
This cat you mentioned. Is she their boss?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
That is what they all say. Anything about the island? Nope. So, like, it's still highlighted, or it's still in white, so I'm wondering if there's more stuff we could have found out about this place and then asked them about it, but, I don't think so.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Yeah, see ya. Oh, hey. Let's, talk to other cop. A capper.
Put that beast back in the water, you shysters, you're crazy. Cops, they can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Forget it, nobody listens to us anyway.
Fucking idiots.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah?
Sorry, I've been watching a lot of Irish YouTubers, so it's very easy to kind of get in the mindset of... Or start using their lingo. It's actually fun. It's fun to say, and also I'm part Irish, so it kind of is fun.
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
Yes. I am both of those things. Well, actually, he wouldn't be a tourist. He's here strictly on business. So, yeah, tourism wouldn't be an actual interest of his, I don't think. What do you know about the case?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly.
Silas Winchester.
He can be
that's the name.
unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Oh, I will. Don't worry about it. Hey, more information.
You again? I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Shut up. Oh. Okay. It's like every time I make a decision, I would have to like write down what I said to this one person, because then from there, whenever I go back to previous playthroughs, it's like, what have I done? Oh, okay. I've already said that thing to this one person. Let's try something else. Oi. Oh, wait, I forgot.
Tell me.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
He who
I
shall...
bet that you hid them somewhere in your hut. on the
Voldemort?
docks.
Oh.
Not even. And don't go looking
So that's
there.
what that was about.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Don't... Why do that? Go back to your crouch, because that's the point. God dang. So... Oh, okay. So getting inside, we can blackmail him saying, hey, we got this letter. I think that's how it would work. Oh, this is back way to that. Okay.
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Says the ones that are next to warehouses like all day and doesn't look like you've showered at least in a week. Investigate their activities. You work for Cat? But actually, like, if we're limited to what we can actually ask them and stuff like that, I probably won't then. But I want to get some information, though, before I'm like, hey, by the way, blackmail your ass. Sure, let's ask.
She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the
no,
boss,
I figured
yeah.
it out.
She says who goes in or not.
Right.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope you had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Yeah. Is it you who defaced the statue? Mayhaps?
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Uh-huh.
Who do you think
That's what they all
defaced
say.
the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Well, just because they're bootleggers doesn't mean they're cults either. Oh, yeah, Cat sent me, by the way. Yeah, let's just ask all the questions, I guess.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site, and we let no one enter her property.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
Well, I'm not behind her now, am I? Yeah, it leads to the Hawkins warehouse, right?
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Well, on that note...
What will Kat say when she finds out that it's you who are filching stock?
You've got no proof.
Yeah, I do.
That's true. Apart from this little note from your friend here.
You didn't throw it away?
I couldn't know that someone was gonna force the lock.
Motherfucker, you didn't throw it away?
So, what is it you want?
To get into the Hawkins warehouse.
That's all. Go on, then. And we never want to see your rat snout again.
Wow. First time I've actually ever done that. That's cool. Well, I mean, obviously, this is my only second playthrough. Well, thank you, gentlemen. Pleasure doing business. Yeah. there isn't much in between actual like locations of interest, which isn't a problem, but yeah. Oi, can I climb up here? No, but there's a door. Yeah, so the crank and stuff like that, I think that's the entrance. Wait, where's that from? Huh, don't know. So I think doing it this way will get more in trouble with Cat than the other way that you can do it, which I think is usually the first person, like the person's first playthrough of it. Anyway,
let's see.
Did not work?
Shoot. I'll have to find another way to get in.
Feck. God damn it. Okay. Oi. You guys. I'm saying oi a lot. Sorry. I need to stop. Can I talk to you guys about getting in, or? So, I mean, there's only one other way to go out. Now, would it be that I would talk to Kat saying, hey, these guys have done stuff. Can I get a free load into the... or free walk into the warehouse? Was that the other way I could have done this? Instead of going to these guys and be like, hey... I wonder. Well, I mean, there's only one way to find out now at this point.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
What could have done so much damage?
But we've already looked at
You
it.
can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Yeah. Shut up. All right, let's talk to Kat. Actually, can I talk to these folks? I don't think so. Oh, I can.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean, they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
All right. Good news. Fitzroy? No, I'm gonna go to Kat. Because obviously she's like the go-to person for trying to get into places in general.
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We return right after. It's just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message.
All right.
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. Something that I respect. So understand by that, if I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
So, then also I think last time I actually told her the truth. I've never lied. Should I lie this time? Do a bit different? But why lie, though? What would I lie about? Oh, I'm just here for, you know, I've heard about your lovely island, so I'm just going to visit it. No, but, she was like, oh, you didn't back down. It's like, but I didn't fight back, so I backed down? I think? I don't know.
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly.
But you're a fool for doing it.
But it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
But also, it would suck to have a, knife in my gullet, so... I thought she was the biggest danger. Oh, saying that she's the biggest danger, not... Yeah. I need help to get into the warehouse.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
Yeah, so let me
It's
in.
precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Not at all.
I'm very serious. The whole family died in a fire, and I've got reason to believe that there's still more to be said on the subject.
Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care.
It hasn't this whole
but
time.
I'll go with you to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
No. I asked you for your help and I'm not going to take it. Yeah.
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to
Authority.
believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit, and nobody cares.
I mean, true.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
Hell no.
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
Back in the water, you shysters, you're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble.
It's fine. He's with me.
Oh, okay.
So now this is when, like, dialogue and stuff like that could have been, whatever. It's like, it's weird that you're, not standing in front of the gate. And also it's going to be weird that I have the metal plate out of the way. Or the sheet of metal. So, who knows? Oh, okay. The dialogue is that if you went the normal route that I just took, which I'm surprised there wasn't one, unless I actually went to her first about the blackmailing of the stealing of the thing, of the whiskey. Which, whiskey in a bottle, like an actual glass bottle, besides, like, a liquor bottle that you would get anywhere else, would be kind of cool. You'd be like, oh yeah, I'd like a cool one, and then, cold one or whatever. But anyway, if this sheet metal was in the way, she'd be like, oh, I need somebody to help me move and, be a little flirty and then you move it open kind of thing. And then she opens it. I think obviously if your investigation was high
That's
enough,
how
you'd
it's
be able
done.
to unlock it.
Do I still need to hold your hand?
Why are you still
Or do
calling
you
me a
think you'll get
mysterious
by on your own
woman?
now?
We know your name's Kat.
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
You done fuck all. I did half the work already before I even went to you. Thanks anyway, I guess.
This place stinks.
Yeah, no shit. Oh.
What is the connection
Cool music.
between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Oh, right, but let's do journal first before we go into the investigation thingy. Oh, so we got a new skill. So I'm thinking, well, we could dump one more into strength and actually get up to 4, I think. And then I think probably our next sort of line to follow through would be investigation. So that was another thing that I tried keeping up, was so I could actually get into places that I need to get to. So let's do that. So we're up to 4. So yeah, now it's 6 CP to get to the last one. So 4, 3, 1. Actually, this one would be a good one to jump into as well. So yeah. Yeah, validate. I'm alright with that. Oh, it's always so bright to do that. I mean, so I don't go out much. I'm very much of a recluse myself in general, but man, eye sensitivity is ridiculous. Medicinian.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
I don't know, maybe somebody who... Well, I mean, the Hawkins family in general, like Charles and whatnot, and his family probably, are very rich and whatnot in Darkwater. I think they're probably the richest family, if not the only rich family, I would say probably in Darkwater.
It smells as bad as it looks.
Yeah. You know, guts and everything like that. I mean, I've gutted a fish before. Intestines and stuff like that have never looked that big in a fish to me. Or, you know, that I've looked at. Wait, sleeping pills.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
We'll go to that later, in just a bit. Oh, psychology, right?
What happened here?
Motherfucker broke a glass. Is this anything? Les Petites Parisiennes? I used to know a little bit of French, but that was, I haven't talked French since middle school, so I'm learning Swedish right now, so yeah.
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
Why is there a naked Unreal Engine model on the floor? I'm just kidding, I know why.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Indubitably. Nasty motherfucker, I'd say. Oh fuck, got 2 already? Jesus Christ. Okay, well let's do this. And then investigation or psychology? Usually I don't go with the eloquence route. Yeah, eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to by your power of speech. Improving the skill increases your chances of convincing or manipulating during discussions. One of these playthroughs, I'll go with that. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't validate it before? That's why I had 2. Okay. But oh, because I did escape, which is back, and then I said yes, thinking that it was, yeah, okay, never mind. I'm an idiot. Don't worry about it. Don't say anything. Hawkins Warehouse, officially unused since Charles Hawkins' death. This warehouse recently housed a clandestine residence. Signs of life attest to the fact. The presence of blood-stained bandages must also be noted, probably removed from a wound, as well as pills, painkillers, and sleeping pills. Moreover, the occupant seems to be obsessed with Sarah Hawkins, as attested by the presence of several documents connected to the artist's life, photograph, press cutting. But is the discovery of a partly charred painting recognized by Officer Bradley as having come from the Hawkins mansion? Where? How? How was that brought up? That wasn't brought up. Anyway, that allows all doubts to be lifted as to the link between the contents of this building and the Hawkins case. Alright, well, I don't think exactly that's what happened and why. So I'm leaving, or?
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Peirce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Yeah, let's team up. And my psychology's pretty low, so I don't know if I'd be able to make that, to be honest.
Wound up? You mean messed up?
Dog. We don't take no lessons from the likes of you. We do our job carefully and fairly. No stone was left unturned.
Really? Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail?
Indeed.
I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister.
You did.
I am
for fuck's
disappointed.
sake.
But we'll meet again.
It's not my fault. Man, so...
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
The Strange High House. Now, that's one thing about this game that sort of gets me riled up and frustrated a little bit, is the fact that it's like, all right, so I'm doing exactly what logically would happen, but you always make one person not happy with you at all times, so far anyway. It's like, well, it's not my fault. What the fuck am I supposed to do about it? Yeah, so thanks to everybody for watching. Besides my few rantings of the game, it's actually a really good game. It's a lot of fun. Very obviously story-driven because that's the point of Call of Cthulhu. I will be leaving links in the description for the Steam page for it, and also to my Twitter and Discord. So you can get updates on when these videos come out. And also, I'm thinking of going back to streaming at some point, at least starting once a week, to kind of get back into the swing of that. And I'll be having the link to my Twitch page down there as well. So if you want to follow, feel free to do so. You'll be updated on when I do go live. Same thing with my Discord. I usually have the announcements go on that. But anyway, that was just a quick wrap up of quick events, current events, without going into too much detail. But anyway, please like the video and also subscribe if you haven't yet, and also please share the video. It'll help out a lot. It will mean a lot. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.